Well, good morning everyone, and all my YouTubers out in YouTube land. Okay, today, information on cleaning up your welds, type of welding wire, size of welding wire, and the tools used to clean your weld, and to measure gauge thickness. I don't have an actual metal gauge to gauge this with, but I have a veneer caliper and a flex stainless steel 12-inch yardstick. Well, 12-inch stick. It's flexible. Now, this is all flea market items. Approximately 65 bucks for all of this, but not all at one time. Now, you get all this sorted out here to where we can see better. So bear with me. And this was way back in the day, soldering iron. So I made it into a slag hammer, something I use on my welds. Okay, here we go. Basic T-joint. Yeah, this is part of what came from the flea market. All this tubing that I bought. The rest of it's out to my truck, or the S10. $5 for 15 feet of this. Not bad. Can't buy that at a store new for that. Okay, now for the weld, right there, this is not my weld. It came with the tubing, as you can see. Now, here's what I use primarily. Is this. It goes on to either my bench press, bench press, drill press. I'll get it out straight one of these days. Drill press, or my 1/2 inch, or my 3/8 drill. Simple to use, and it works really, really great. And it lasts darn near forever. That's how I clean my welds. At times I've used brushes like this. Now for the joints here, which are harder to get to most of the time, if that'll stay there, which it probably won't, I'm going to try this, see how good I can do this, of course, one-handed. Whoops, let me get this turned around and get away from that weld that I had to cut so we can see a little better. Okay. This is what I call my joint brush. As you can see, the reason why I call it that. It gets into the tighter spaces a lot easier and does just as good a job. And that's actually copper wire. Bit delicate, but it does work in it. It's an old brush. That's how I do it. Give me just a second. Now, for the nylon brush, the blue one that I showed you, here's the info that I looked up internet-wise to help you out on making a decision on how you want to clean your welds. Get the slag off. And there you are. Now for my flat surfaces, the old trusty paint scraper. Just like so. And there you have it. Now for the weld itself. Now for the gasless MIG that I use, but mine's also can be set up for gas. Here's the wire I use, primary wire that I use. It's the best wire that I've used over the years. Whoops. And there it is. As soon as this focuses, inner shield, which is what we call flux core, NR, N as in Nancy, R as in Roger, dash 211 dash MP. Very important. Make sure your MIG is set up for the old 35 thousandths or 9mm. Here's the other main importance, the MP, which stands for multiple pass. This wire you don't have to make one pass. You need to fill it in, weld up, wider weld, MP, multiple pass. That's what I use all the time. I've used other MIG wire, and this is what I come back to. Now, I haven't used this wire yet. I'm just going to experiment with this MIG wire. That's 035. And can't make out much on this, but I'm going to give it a try just to see how it works. It was given to me. It's experimental wire for me. I'll let you know how it turns out when I use it. Now, thickness 5/16 or 7.9mm. Now, to give you some idea, a visual of this, now this chunk of steel is far too thick for the old 35. Max is 5/16. And to give you the idea of this, is how much too thick it is. Because I'm eyeballing this. Quarter-inch right there. Now it focuses. There's the 5/16. You can see how much too thick that is. It's a 1/2 inch thick. 035 for 5/16 won't weld this up good or safe. You could tack weld a bit with it to position, but the main weld, not going to work. Now, here is the next gauge that will work with the 035. And you'll be able to see the big difference. Even with this piece turned this way, it's still too thick. So here's what this one is. Stand up, see if I get it better. My shadow don't kill it. There's your 1/4 inch. Start welding, go to town. You're only at an 1/8 inch thinner than 5/16 to do what you need to do. You'll have to change your wire and do some other tweaking adjustments to do sheet metal. There we go. But you see there now. Let me get this set up here. Here comes the biggie. I'm going to use a veneer caliper, and 5/16 of an inch is what this is, how it reads on my caliper. Now we focus. Now, here we go. This decimal reading is 5/16. Get this right on the mud here, I hope. And there you are. Have fun and be safe on your welding. That's the thickness you can go, thousandths or by inch. There you are. That's how that's done. But as far as cleaning, overall, even on the flat spots on my welding. Like I said, this depends on really the mood I'm in, how I want to clean my welds. This is good this way, like a giant toothbrush. Equivalent to that. Toothbrush for metal, flat surfaces. But definitely what I call my joint brush is right here. Ideal, and it takes all the slag off without a problem. And if you don't want to put a lot of elbow grease into it, this is my next step. Just depends on how I want to do it. Really makes it shiny and comes out clean. I can also prep my steel that I'm going to weld. Once I grind all the crud, the crap off, then I take this nylon brush, which information is earlier into this video. Sorry I didn't reverse this. I finish up with this, only this. I don't use the cup brush, I use this. It works really, really great. I won't use the weld toothbrush, we'll call it that. I don't really care for it this way. This is what I use right here. Really works good. Follow all safety precaution. And yeah, I've actually brushed this up against my hand, and in the info earlier in this video, it's not going to hurt it. It may startle or scare you a bit, but it's not going to do anything to you. But I wouldn't just hold it there either. Yeah, I brushed myself a couple of times like, oh, whoa, too close. I'll let you know that. But other than that, a brief, glance at it, not glance, but like a ricochet, you're all right. Just don't get into any open sores or cuts, you're in trouble. So be safe and take your time. Hope y'all are staying safe and healthy. This COVID going around. So that's all for now on this, and I'm gonna get up to doing a MIG video here as soon as I can and get the time to do it. So like, subscribe, hit that smash button, notification button. Let me know what you think. Any questions, let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as I can with my hours. Basically from 8 a.m. to noon. Mostly Saturdays and for sure Sundays. Let me know and I'll help you out all that I can. Okay? So have fun, stay safe, stay healthy, be careful, and I will catch up to you later. Have a great one, y'all. Thanks a lot, my YouTubers. Bye.